guys. So I was thinking about what videos I should get recorded, and I was thinking that maybe it was time to update my top 10 favourite book covers. Now, I think it's well over a year since I did my top 10 book covers, and as you guys know, wonderful new covers are released all the time, so my favourites is always expanding, and some are replaced kind of thing. Now I have a ton of favourite covers, so it's very hard to narrow it down, but I thought I would show you my top 10 at the moment. Next week, next month, they could be completely different. Some of these have been on my favourites for a while, some of them kind of new, so it's a good mix. They're not in any particular order, because that would be way too hard to number them 1 to 10. But here we go. So this is a new favourite, and it's The 100 by Cass Morgan. And this is a cover that when I first saw it, I completely went past it, didn't give it any attention whatsoever, but then it showed up unsolicited for review and I absolutely fell in love with it. I love the images in the letters, and I love that the rest of it is just white. I just love the images in here. I love them, and it made me so excited to actually check out the book. So I love that this cover completely changed my idea that the book, I wouldn't enjoy it, that I didn't want to read it. Actually having it physically in my hand and not looking at it on the computer screen, I absolutely fell in love with this cover, so that's pretty amazing that it did that. My next one is also a newish favourite, and that's Of Beast and Beauty by Stacey J. There's an awful glare going on there. I love this like city castle thing down here. I love how glowy it is. I love that this rose is raised there. I really love it. I'm a big fan of Beauty and the Beast, so when I heard about this book I was going to check it out anyway, and I'm glad they slightly altered the cover. When it was first announced, this like castle thing wasn't there, and it was a different text. It was still nice and I would still have checked out the book, but this was way better. I love the detail of the blood on the hands there as well. It's just something about it, I just love it, and you get to see the like castle more up close there, so I love that. I should say with this I kind of cheated a little bit in that if the book is part of a series and I love every single cover for that series, I'm including that as one and not each book separately, because I just can. So yeah, the next one is Of Poseidon by Anna Banks. This is another one that when I first saw it on Goodreads, I didn't really glance at it too much, but then I started hearing wonderful things about the book and it made me look again, and now it's one of my favourites. I love this typeface, and I love that it's in shiny pink. That is just gorgeous in itself, but the actual water effect on the cover I really like, and then on the back I love the like line of bubbles. I just really loved the colour of it, and it's just something that I really like now. The spine, well, is stunning as well. So, and I love the cover for book 2 as well. I don't think the people on it look very real, but again I like the typeface. This time it's like a really pale shiny bluish silver. But I love these as well. So yeah, I'm counting these as one of my top 10 instead of 2, just so we're clear. The next one has been on my favourites for a long time now. over a year, and that's The Land of Stories by Chris Colfer. Whoever designed this cover is a genius, absolute genius. They managed to encapsulate the whole of the book on this cover, and anyone that has read this book, like you love the cover before you read it, but you love it even more after you've read it. Everything about this cover is just so perfect for the book. You have the brother and sister falling through to the Land of Stories, and then you have all the things that they encounter on their journey. So you have the princesses on the sides here, you have Glass Slipper with fairies, you have the big bad wolf, you have Froggy, you have the castles, like Rapunzel's tower, the gingerbread house. Everything about it is just so perfect, absolutely perfect. The spine is so pretty, the back, perfect cover for a perfect book. And a recent addition that at the time I'm recording this, I haven't hauled this book, and that's the sequel, The Land of Stories, The Enchantress Returns, and they did it again. I was worried before they released the cover for this. I was like, what will the cover for the next one be? Can it possibly be as gorgeous as the first book? But it is. You have the stunning purple, you have these really quite creepy eyes. I love the thorn detailing around the outside. You have, I believe these are going to be evil people, so I don't know if that's like the White Queen and the Sea Witch, but you have the spinning wheel and the harp. Again, just more relevant detailing. I'm really excited to read this, by the way. I haven't read it yet, but I'm so excited. The back again is gorgeous, stunning. The cover designers for this series got it absolutely right. It's one of my all-time favourites. Both of them are. I couldn't distinguish between them. So stunning. They just look so fabulous together. Amazing. Right up there with my favourites of the series. So the next one that I chose was Ruby Red by Kirsten Gier. I'd wanted to get this series for a while. I still haven't read it, but I started to get paranoid that I wouldn't be able to get the edition that I wanted, and I wanted this US hardback because the paperbacks for the UK are alright, but they're very stereotypical. They're girls in dresses, and that's really it. Whereas I loved that this was mostly just this pattern, with the rubies on it and this metallic sheen. I loved like the cameo type picture of the girl and how shiny, and I just feel like I didn't own another book like it with this design, and I just love how this whole book is put together. I just think it's so stunning, and I wanted to make sure I could get the series like this, so obviously I then picked up Sapphire Blue, which is the same detailing just with sapphires. They are so pretty. They're really quite simple because they just have, you know, this floral type pattern going on, but they're so effective. They just look stunning, and I can't wait to own Emerald Green, which is the third book, because green is my favourite colour. So if it's going to be done like this, I'm going to absolutely just fall in love with it. So I can't wait. They are stunning. So the next ones on my list, I have The Infinite Moment of Us by Lauren Miracle. This is another one that I haven't hauled yet, but I fell in love with this cover the moment I saw it on Goodreads. They did slightly change the bottom here. They didn't used to be quite, they're now full like shadows, like silhouettes now. But they used to be, you could make them out slightly, there was a slight bit of light on them. I really liked that. But now they're completely in black, but I still love it. I love the colours of like the night sky with like dusk here. I don't know if you can make out very well on the camera, but there's like shiny geometric patterns there all over it, and it's really pretty. There we go. And this is like a young adult contemporary and I'm excited to get and read this because I just love this cover. I love the font here, everything about it. It's just one that I can't really explain why I love it so much. It just draws me in, and I like that about it. The next one on my list is Arclight. This is by Josen L. McQueen. I'm not entirely sure how you say the name, but I love this because it's probably the most unique book cover in my collection, and it's because it's like holographic here with the different colours here. It's like shiny. I'm not sure how the best way to show this because obviously it's quite a glary cover. Make it out. And considering the whole book is about light, I thought that was brilliant how they incorporated that onto the cover. And this was another one that I wanted to make sure that I got this stunning edition of before they changed the cover. So they might not change it, but I just wanted to make sure that this was in my collection because it was so unique. So I loved that. Then another one of my favourites that I've shown you before in tags when the question's been, oh, what's a favourite cover of yours type thing, and that's Shadowlands by Kate O'Brien. No, not O'Brien, just Kate Bryan. And I love this. I love the clouds, I love the birds, I love the sort of antique-y gold that the Shadowlands is in. It's just so stunning. Back here, it's so beautiful, and it's a velvet buttery cover which just makes everything all the more beautiful. I love the sort of teal colour that the inside end papers are, which isn't showing up very well on my cam. And then I love the inside here. It's just so, it's like a cream on the inside. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. This is another one I haven't read. A lot of these I haven't read. This is just based on covers. It's so pretty, and the sequel, which its name escapes me, the cover to that is going to be gorgeous as well. So love the look of that. Next one is The Unnatural Lists by Tiffany Trent. This is a steampunk novel, again one I haven't read, but as I've told you guys, my favourite colour was green, so considering this whole cover is basically done in shades of green, it's almost like a sepia effect with green. I love how this has already made me want to read it because of how the world looks. It's obviously steampunk, but I love how you have like smoke coming out of Big Ben. You can see like zeppelins. I love how her hair's done up like very Victorian, and then she has this very steampunk goggles there. The whole dress. I love this font. I think it's gorgeous. And then the back is mostly this blur, but you can see this the cogs, and the spine is one of the most beautiful spines ever. So gorgeous book. I love this. This is another one that I wanted to make sure I got in hardback because it's just so stunning. Yeah. And the next one is definitely like one of my all-time favourites. This is number 10 or number 1, whichever way you want to count it down. It's so stunning, and it's stunning in its simplicity. That's, I think, why I like it so much. And that's Hourglass by Moira McIntyre. This has come up on my favourite covers before. I just love this. I love how it looks like she's walking towards a door, but when you turn it, she's actually walking on the wall towards the floor. And it's such a stunning visual illusion that makes you think, why haven't I seen this on a cover before? Love it. And this is one I have actually read, and I love. So I love the cover for this. It's just so stunning, and it's another one that's buttery, and it's got like a sheen to it. It's so gorgeous, and I do like the other books so far in the series. I haven't read them, but I like the covers. I don't think they are as good as the first cover, but I do still really like them, mostly because I like the pattern on the wallpaper here. I really like that on the cover, and like her shadow. And then the third book, I don't like this one as much in like her as in her facial expression and what's going on with her, but I like how she's on the wall, like if I show it to you upside down, she's like on her feet are on the wall, but so it's like that. And again, I like this pattern, I like the colour, but I'm not like her, just her facial expression, I'm not keen on that. But overall, it's one of the best cover designs for a series. My only gripe with the series is that the spine to the first one is purple, then you have a blue for the middle, and then I feel like this one is like identical to the second book spine. I feel like they should have had a different colour, because now Hourglass looks odd on the shelf, but for the front cover design, some of my favourites. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my top 10 favourite covers. I'm in a different location because when I took my books off the shelf where I normally sit, there were like no books left behind me, so I wanted you to at least see some books behind me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know down below if any of these make your favourite covers, and if not, what your favourite covers actually are, because I'd be very, very interested. So thanks so much for watching, and happy reading.